Hickok 45 here. Yeah, with another SIG. Can you believe that? The P322. That's your clue that it shoots these little bitty bullets. 22 long rifle. Yes. Let's try it out. See how we like it. You want to? And let's start out by insulting Kentucky. And maybe let's go ahead and insult Tennessee since we're in Tennessee. All right, Tennessee is more flamboyant. You notice that? Let's also insult all the bowlers out there. Like, why not? Oh, well, we could just go ahead and insult the Alabama fans while we're at it. Let's not shoot the 2-liter. Let's save it and take out that evil red bowling pin. If I can hit it. There we go. Yeah, semi-automatic. Interesting firearm. Y'all saw it, many of you, on the Sunday morning shoot around a few weeks back, and kind of forgot about it and got out and shot it some and shoot it some more. There's an elephant in the room. Can you smell him? Yeah, there is an elephant in the room I don't want to not mention. I have noticed several people have had a lot of problems with leading in these, okay? Let me go ahead and take that off. I have not noticed that. Well, raise it. Here's how you field strip it, okay? You raise that up while I'm doing it. Pull this back. You can start with the back, doesn't matter. It comes right off. It's got a fixed barrel, right? So I'll just check it from time to time. It looks all right. Looks okay. I have fired it over 100 times. And I have, all I have done is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to run on these ramrods. Fortunately, they'll go through a 22 barrel. And just to get the crud out of it, maybe. Yeah, perfect. And I've done that a couple times and then looked at it. So, yeah, still looks clean. That was 20 more rounds. So I'm keeping track of it. I don't know if this should be a kind of an early one. I've had it for John was out of town for about 3 weeks. I think it's been 2 months maybe, or closer to that, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. I don't know. So I don't know how early this one is. Some of you brilliant folks might know from the serial number. Oh my gosh, it's 39 digits, so I'm not going to read that off. But so anyway, that's something some people have been experiencing. Now it could be the ammo they're shooting. I don't know if they're not shooting plated ammo. I tend to shoot plated ammo, coated ammo. I just always have with 22s if I'm going to shoot a 22. It seems like a lot of the cheaper ammo's not plated, has other problems, is dirtier in general, the powder, and more likely to malfunction. I've had lots of trouble with the Remington Thunderbolt over the years. Haven't tried it in a long time, but things. So if I'm going to shoot 22, I'm going to get like CCI or usually some good coated. Although I've shot some that wasn't coated, or it wasn't coated with whatever they coat this with. Looks like copper. I'm sure it's not real copper, maybe some solution. I should know that, shouldn't I? I need to go up and visit the federal plant sometime, help them out. But then some that looks just like it's pure lead, I know it has a coating on it of some kind. It's just a clear of some sort. So some of it might be better, I don't know. But anyway, I'm keeping an eye on that. I'm not going to obviously ignore that. I've noticed several people writing about it and posting videos about the leading with this particular firearm. Okay, so that could be a negative, but it doesn't seem to be. As I'm talking, I'll load this other mag. Okay, let's put some CCI in on this or something different. I don't think I've shot any CCI yet. Maybe through. Oh, the other thing is the magazines. You got to be sure. I think in the Sunday morning shoot around where I brought this out right after I got it, I wasn't aware of that, and I just put this down like that, and I just held it down. Typically I don't use that. I'll just pull it down maybe like that and load it. Well, as I understand, and maybe you do want to use the loader on these, you don't want to do that. They could start nose diving. They get in there in a weird sort of way, and it is, I guess you could call it a negative. It's an issue with this gun, these magazines, where you can get them rim locked or in there zigzagged in different weird configurations if you don't keep the pressure on that, okay? But as long as you do it properly, and my shooting in the last week or two, I've been more careful about loading it, and I've not had that issue. I think I did have that issue in the Sunday morning shoot around when I first brought it out. Maybe some of y'all mentioned that I was being dumb and how I loaded magazines or something. Ignorant would be the proper word, right? Some people don't know what the word ignorant means. They're totally ignorant of the definition. Funny, huh? So this is one of the claims to fame, though, too, is a 20-round magazine, flush magazine. That is pretty cool. Everybody's trying to up the game here, right, in capacity. And so you got 20-round mags. I guess I got 20 or close in it. I typically load magazines down one, usually get a better outcome. And I think a 25-round magazine is actually available for them too, which extends a little bit. So that's pretty cool, 20 rounds, yeah. And like I say, a fixed barrel. That means it's fixed, fastened, for my folks, relatives in Kentucky, whom I just visited last week. Yep, they're still just as dumb as they've ever been. But so it's a fixed barrel, like some other firearms you may have seen. And has the spring catches on this little collar here, and you unscrew that if you want to put a suppressor on, which we'll do before we finish, and that helps hold that on there. So I don't know, it's pretty convenient little pistol. I actually, so far, I like it, and it breaks down a little bit differently than many of them, but actually pretty simple. Put up the lever, pull it back, come up. Kind of like a, what is it, PPK? There's several little guns, blowback guns that are like that I've owned over the years. And that is really, in a lot of ways, that's simpler than maybe any pistol I have, to just pop it off like that so quickly. Got your fiber optic sights, front and back, and good looking little pistol, good serrations, ambi on your slide lock, ambi on your, it's got a safety, it does have an external safety, which you can choose to use or not. It also, on those features, it has a curved trigger you can replace the flat trigger with, the face if you want to. It's not too hard to do, as I understand. Very simple. I like flat triggers, flat face triggers. And you can even reverse the mag release. So, and you can put all kinds of accessories on there, toasters or whatever you want to hang on there, right? So, pretty neat little gun, feels good, and seems to shoot pretty well. If I can hit anything with it, seems to do pretty well in terms of close enough for government work, right? Did I put one in there? Let's put a big round. Let's shoot the target. How's that? Put a couple on it. Yeah. How about a bowling pin? How about a propane tank? Man, almost knocked it over. Plate. How about a cowboy? Where are you, cowboy? There you are. Oh, I hung a gallon jug out there. Has that thing been shot? No. Can't believe I wasted that on a 22. Oh well. See, and you can do a speed load. If you're in combat, you can pull it out. I better do a tactical reload so I don't get the mag dirty. So it's not my firearm. Put the other one in here. Come back. Pop the cowboy again. Yeah, and a bowling pin. Woo, flop. Bowling is fun. Let's see about the gong. I don't think she has had a 22 round on it lately. Might not today. Let's see. Okay, I don't know if I was hitting it or not. I heard one at least. Maybe it wasn't holding high enough. Okay, feels good. Sights are really clear. You can very visible. It's always good when your sights are visible, isn't it? And of course, that's like I say, you got this little piece that's obviously clear. You unscrew, and we're going to put a suppressor on there from silencercentral.com. Appreciate their support. Got their Banish 22 here, which will sling a little bit of lead through. Let me do, I'll tell you what, let's do. Since again, it is an issue, let's double check that barrel. Let's run this through there again so this doesn't get the lead out, just gets the powder residue so I can see if it's leading badly. It's hard to show you this. I don't think you can really see it. You're just gonna have to trust me. How's that for a stretch? How's that for a stretch? It's okay to me. I always feel strange, even this configuration, turning around, looking down the muzzle if I'm going to do it. Does that look dangerous to you all? If it looks dangerous to you, me looking down the muzzle of this gun, well, it could look dangerous, but if you think it is dangerous, you might not want to be around firearms, okay? Okay, I don't like doing this, but I can see it better. I don't, maybe a little bit, but I don't notice an issue in there, okay? So I don't know what's causing that for some people, but maybe I will escape that. Who knows? So do I have one more? Oh yeah, we need to load them both. Okay. Well, why don't we just put the suppressor on and then I'll load these. I just have the 2 mags, so I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. Maybe I can think of some more lies to tell you as I'm loading this. What else do I know about it? Yeah, that's right. I was going to shoot. Well, I did shoot some of those, didn't I? Let me mix them up. With 22, you know, you're more likely to get a problem, of course, if you're going to have a problem with a semi-automatic, because 22 ammo is not typically as reliable as centerfire ammo. It's dirtier. There's a wide variety in quality, and most of you that have been shooting a long time know. So I'm going to be mixing ammo here. It's all right. That some pistols or rifles, especially semi-automatics, they like certain brands better than others. No, not because their uncle works for Winchester or Federal. It's because, I don't know, maybe it's a slight difference in the case lube or a bullet, who knows what it could be, length overall or whatever that might be. And power factor, maybe it wants something that's just a little bit hotter, a little bit weaker. So none of us loses too much sleep over that with a 22 long rifle. Make sure I'm not doing what I was telling about there. Because most of us are not buying pistols like this for self-defense anyway. Might be. If you are, you want to do a lot of experimentation with different kinds of ammo. Because it's generally a 22 is a range gun. And just plinking, having fun, like I do with everything, whether it's a 45-70 or a 22, right? But normal people don't just plink around with a 45-70 and 44 Magnum. But so my take on that's always been, I want one that works most of the time, like almost all the time. But as it gets dirty, if it does hang up occasionally or something, you know, okay, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It's a 22. It's going to happen once it gets really dirty, usually. But I've noticed in recent years, they seem to be manufacturers doing a better job with all that. Okay, we got to mix. Let's go ahead and put the suppressor on. Now this is, 1375 feet per second. So we're not going to get anything too quiet, but it'll knock it down a little bit. Be kind of fun. I like the way this is suppressor ready, because with most pistols, did I already say that? I'm sorry if I did, but with most pistols that are suppressor ready and threaded barrels, they protrude a little bit, don't they, from the slide, so you can screw it on there and all that. But this has that little bushing, kind of takes care of that, and you just lock it back, and you're clear. You've got a firearm that's ready for suppressor, or you could make it ready, get a barrel for it. They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. Okay, I didn't put that back down, did I? So, we're ready. Take a shot. All right, it'll be a little quieter. Let's see if I can do it without my ears on. It's not subsonic, but I think with really subsonic ammo, I'd have function problems. I don't know if I have any subsonic ammo anyway. All right, let's shoot something where you all will get mad at me again for making so much noise and you can't tell how loud it is. I'll shoot that bowling pin down there. Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty quiet. It's a 2-liter maybe. Pow! You see, you wouldn't have heard that smack if we hadn't had the suppressor on there. Let's try the gong again. There's enough delay. It's pretty neat. Let's shoot a barrel down there. Yeah. Pretty cool. Okay. Okay, with the suppressor, it didn't lock back, but it did. All of them fired. Okay, those barrels, you might recall, are from the Buck and Ball video with the 1842 smoothbore. I hope you saw that. Let's shoot some more of that. Those are fun. You have to be there. You have to shoot a suppressor. I'm not sure in a video of any kind that people can really convey the fun of suppressor because, I don't know, the sound doesn't come through the camera and your computer or your TV the way it sounds to John and me being here. Let's shoot this paper. See if you can hear it hit the paper. Little steel. How about the hog? The hog has not gotten hit. Yeah. Cowboy hadn't been hit enough. Yeah, so it won't lock back on the last round with the suppressor apparently. So that's the only difference. So, really pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me look at the barrel again, okay? So that's another however many, what I loaded, reloaded those twice, right? So that would be 6 times 20. There's no way I can do the math on that, right? So that's another 120 rounds, I guess. Yeah, you're here for the learning experience. Okay, so got the suppressor off and we got everything back to normal. 2 mags, like I say, 20 round mags. And you know what I do, put it in backwards. Oh, I didn't have that latch down. Boy, it won't let you do anything if you don't put that latch down. That's a good safety feature. So, too many things I'm trying to think about at once, and I can't do well to think of one thing at once. So, we learned together today. So, you know, so as long as you don't have a leading issue with yours in the barrel, doing leading excessively, maybe with the ammo that you want to shoot, you might have a brother-in-law who was able to get you 40,000 rounds of some 22 ammo that is not coated at all, and you would have more issues. I don't know, but just something to be aware of. Other than that, and it looks like I have figured out how to load the mags, but I ain't trouble, because I really do think that Sunday, in that Sunday morning video, I was just loading the mags incorrectly, and I forgot how much trouble I had, at least with one of them. And one of you mentioned that's what it was, I believe. So I have figured that out, and I don't seem to be getting a lot of leading. So I'm gonna say I like this pistol a fair amount. You know, there's not a lot of negatives to it that I can see. I like the flat trigger. I like the capacity. I like the ease with which you can put a suppressor on it, and the fact that you can just leave that barrel in there and you don't have a barrel protruding in order to even think about putting a suppressor on it. And that's one thing I did not show you, did I? Let's see. Yeah, this little piece right here, I don't know how tight it is. This actually goes with the firearm. Yeah, it wasn't very tight. This is the adapter, okay? I just left it in the suppressor before it came out here. So yeah, that comes with the gun, okay, the pistol. So, you know, if you know you're gonna do some suppressive action, you would take that off, screw this on, and then screw your suppressor on. Okay, so that comes with the firearm, all right? So yeah, that wasn't a piece of the suppressor. That's the adapter. That comes with it. The extra trigger, curved trigger, mag loader, 2 mags, and that's the package. So the P322, it seems like a pretty nice pistol. Share your experience with it, what you know about it, especially if it's first-hand experience. And I am curious about the leading. I'm going to keep an eye on that. This might be one I want to own. I don't have a lot of modern 22 pistols. You know, I got my old 41 Smith I love. But if the leading, it turns out, is not an issue, or they can fix it somehow, or whatever it is, if it is an issue, this is really neat. I like this thing. So anyway, P322. That's my take on it. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh, hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.